says server room. It's locked. Now that I had worked out these names, I was ready to check out the crime scene. Let's see where that lunch got stolen from. Then I could finally talk to my client. As soon as I entered the kitchen, the comforting waft of cheap white toast entered my nostrils. I knew I had to stay strong. This wasn't what I was here for.
Stop eating the icing! Can't you wait a couple hours?
Margaret, if it wasn't for these pants almost bursting, I'd have this for breakfast every day.
Yes, yes, and you can have it and so much more later, when we're done preparing.
Dishwasher's broken again. What's wrong with these youngsters? Don't know how to treat things with respect? Why would they put the mugs in face up?
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a case.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine he would call a detective. Personally, I feel we're doing just fine, and don't need no messing about our business around here.
Do you get along with Manfred Ernst?
He's a stubborn one. I do respect that.
Would you say you enjoy Freddy Fredderson's, company?
If anyone needs to learn to respect their elders, it's that moron.
So, this must be the crime scene. This note is curious. Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Yes, dear?
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, detective, and I need to ask some questions.
A detective? How exciting! What's the most gruesome murder you've seen? How many dead bodies have you encountered?
No one died, but I investigated a case once where 5 little pigs robbed a bank. Caught them red-handed and got myself an article in the Goose Times. They called it the piggy bank case.
Did someone get shot?
What? No!
Beaten up?
No. Do you know anyone here who could have hired me?
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective! I don't know what's going on at all!
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
She doesn't have the easiest life, you know. She just had a terrible breakup with her ex. But don't tell anyone!
Can you tell me anything about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's such a hard-working girl. I heard she secretly studies for her online bachelor's during work. You need to keep this a secret, though.
Office parties are a bad idea anyway. They stopped doing them at the precinct after the, jam incident. What can you tell me about Margaret Whitlock?
She gets really angry with me when I don't return mugs to the kitchen.
Why don't you just return them?
I do! Just not every day.
What do you know about Manfred Ernst?
I think he likes me. He's the only one who doesn't shout at me.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was to find out who hired me for the job. I had to pay attention to the crime scene in the kitchen. Are there any connections I can make to the people in the office? I need to also consider that not all identities are clear yet. That's something I will have to work out later. doubt they wash their hands. Cold air ruffled my feathers, and I wondered what kind of sorry soul was standing all alone in the rain.
Hey man, this isn't the bus stop. You'll have to walk south to the central bus station.
What? I'm not here to take a bus. I'm investigating a case here at Bearbus.
Oh, do you mean the lunch that got stolen?
Exactly. You know who called me?
Nah, too busy minding my own business. I don't talk much with the customer service folks.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
Do you, like Freddie Frederson?
He's a pretty funny dude. Loves to rant about detective novels.
What do you know about Rufus Sedaris?
I don't think he likes me very much, to be honest. But then, doesn't feel like he likes anyone at this office. Except for Margaret, I guess. Do you think they have a thing going on?
I don't work here.
I thought you were a detective.
Someone left their bag here. Ugh. It's full of dirty gym clothes. Now that I had everyone's name and job, it would be easier to figure out what was going on. Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was to find out who hired me for the job. I had to pay attention to the crime scene in the kitchen. Are there any connections I can make to the people in the office? I need to also consider that not all identities are clear yet. That's something I will have to work out later. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Surely you must have some interesting stories.
I almost died that one time when I got myself into trouble with the Teething Turtles Mafia. That incident taught me to stay away from beautiful ladies in red.
Did they break your kneecaps?
Huh? No! You can see that I can walk just fine. So it was Laura who called me. I needed to discuss the case with her. You're my client? Why didn't you tell me?
Can I put you on hold for a second? What? Well, you should have told me you're the duck detective.
What are you? I'm a duck. I'm wearing a trench coat.
So, is Freddy getting fired or what?
I'm, working on it.
Ugh, it can't be that hard. Sorry, I'm back. Yes, let me walk you through the booking process.
It was time that I found out what happened with the lunch theft and what they were planning in the kitchen. Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was to figure out what was being planned in the kitchen. I had to consider all the deductions I've made up to this point. I can always check my notebook for previous deductions. Gross. I doubt they washed their... What is your relationship with Margaret Whitlock?
She's a true sweetheart. We have our weekly mahjong evenings.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Why are you going around pushing bags into people's faces? Ugh, what's that awful smell?
It's, dirty gym clothes. Are you getting along with Rufus Sedaris?
You know, the two of us are from the older generation, which means we understand each other well. He is quite harsh towards the younger ones, though.
Do you know whose bag this is?
Isn't that Freddy's?
Do you get along with Boris Petrovich?
He's a chill guy. I take the bus sometimes to go to bouldering conventions, and then we get to chat.
Is this your bag?
Huh? No, mine's over there.
The one with all the salami?
Yeah,
Why do you need so much salami?
that's not mine. It was just there. A really nice surprise.